So I'll walk around with a sword. Because I'm unconventional. I do not comply. The world at large has told you, watch Netflix, eat the bugs. Watch Disney, don't have a sword. Don't walk around with a sword. That's what they want you to do. Don't you understand? This is an act of rebellion. Like all of my life is an act of rebellion.
Yeah, so I need a sword. I started planning and sketching some designs. I found this design the best. I would start by cutting out the blade and handle out of plywood. This would ensure rigidity. I would shape and curve the blade section, but this would leave the bottom third section square. This would help when attaching the crossguard. I would then slide the crossguard in and then add 2 pieces of plywood on each side to lock it in place. This would also make the handle thicker. I went to the local hardware store and bought the necessary materials. Plywood, a square, and foil tape. Using a pencil, I drew the blade on the piece of plywood. I cut the blade out with a large saw and the tip of it with a hacksaw. I meticulously filed and sanded the top 2/3 of the blade until there were no sharp corners. I used a pair of calipers to measure the bottom third of the blade. I then cut out the crossguard. Using the measurements, I drew what needed to be cut to allow the blade to slide through. I then drilled out most of the hole and neatened it up with a file. It was a bit hit and miss, but I did manage to make it fit properly in the end. To make the blade look like metal, I covered it in foil tape. I cut out 2 identical strips the size of the handle and then stuck them on each side. After the glue had dried, it was time for the finishing and decorating. I bought tape, string, and painting supplies. It didn't take long to paint the crossguard gold. To give it an authentic touch, I first covered it in white, durable string, and over it a softer red string.